Hi guys, so in today's video I'm going to be having a little bit of a play with Peach's makeup. Now, you guys know that I absolutely love the brushes. The face brushes, the eye brushes, I'm all about them. But did you know that Peaches and Cream actually do base products? Because I didn't. Like, fair enough, we knew about the pigments right here that are absolutely stunning, but the base products are just as good. So if you like the sound of that, please do subscribe because we do this sort of thing all the time. Give me a thumbs up and we'll get to it. So as you can see, I have got just like a lovely little smoky eye going on with a bit of a cut crease. It's just neutral browns, just that sort of thing. And I'm going to be testing the Peaches and Cream Rattlesnake pigment. As it's just testing Peaches and Cream makeup in this video, I'm also going to be using the Peaches and Cream glitter base, which I assume is what you are supposed to use with like the pigments, because it did say that on the website. So I'm just blobbing some of that on the back of my hand. And it does actually say as well that you apply like a thin layer of this and then leave it like to sort of dry sort of thing. So I'm just going in and pressing that where I've cut my crease. So here we have it. It doesn't feel heavy or thick, anything like that. Going on nicely. And I've just taken it to like the middle of my eye, like my pupil sort of way over. And then just taking one of like my flat brushes, pop it into this pigment and see what it's like. So I'm just pressing straight on. Wow. So this has like a really nice duochrome. So it's like sort of like gold and then green. That is stunning. That is so nice. Wow. That's like such an easy way to take something from like neutral to pop of colour. It is flying about like a little bit, but that's fine. I haven't done the rest of my base, so that's not an issue at all. Nice and easy like to apply. It's not sticking where I don't want it to stick sort of thing. It's sticking to that base really well. And yeah, that just looks really nice. I'm gonna go in over the top with like a second coat to see if I can just grab some more pigment to that lid. No issues whatsoever so far. Lovely. So I'm just going to blend some eyeshadows into that pigment so then it's not like a massively mad sort of gradient. So I'm just going to go in with the colours that I did previously to actually create the eye look. That seems to be fine. It's not like taken any of the pigment away or anything like that. So now that that is all on, I'm just going to bob off, do the rest of my makeup to the point where I'm going to be using the other products. So as you can see, the rest of my makeup is done. The next products that we have to use are cream products. So I've only powdered like under my eyes, a little tiny bit of my chin, nose and here. So first of all, I'm going to be going in with the Peaches and Cream Contour. Now let's open this. I have had a little bit of a swirl in it, but yes, it is this colour. And I'll just give you a little bit of a look on my finger and just down here. So this is the colour here. So it should actually be like a really nice colour for me, I'm hoping. So I'm going to use my PC21 costs, again, it's peaches and cream, so I'm going to use peaches and cream brushes. I used my peaches and cream PC18 for concealer. I used the PC04 as my foundation brush. Like, I do really like, I rate peaches and cream. But obviously I'd only tried the brushes and I haven't tried the makeup, so I really wanted to go. So I'm just going to go in and tap this on my brush. It does feel like not particularly like creamy. It feels like a little bit more stiff. I don't know if that's just because like it's a bit cold in my room sort of thing. I've loaded it up on my brush like quite a bit. I'm just going to tap it on my hand to see how that like goes on. Yeah, it seems to go on like quite nicely. Doesn't look like it deposits like too much product, so just gonna go in and push this into my skin, and I'm gonna take it quite high because then I can, when I blend, the cream has somewhere to go. Like if I put it here in my actual cheekbone and then start to blend it, it's gonna drop down, whereas if I put it higher than my cheekbone and I blend it down, then that actually gives me the cheekbone effect. So I'm just gonna press that in here. So let's have a look. Really nice finish. It's like a satiny sort of finish. It's not disrupted any of my foundation, which I expect. Like, I don't want that in a cream bronzer, cream contour. I do not want it to disrupt any of the makeup underneath. Let's go up here. Let's see how it goes on the forehead. And I do really like this brush for like my cream contour, cream bronzing and things like that because of this shape, and you can really just like push it in to where you want. So that colour, really like that colour. Like, that is just a nice natural sort of colour. Let's see if it can be built up. Yes, I'd definitely say that it can be built up. And yeah, it hasn't taken any of my makeup off underneath. It's really like easy to work with. Literally all I'm doing is pushing this into the skin and it's like blending itself. Let's do this side. Like, as you can see here, it's nice and like natural, very subtle. And then you can add more product and it does build it up. It really does build up that colour. And it builds up nicely as well. Like, it's not giving me any sort of jip, anything like that. Very nice. Again, on my cheekbone, doing it a little bit higher than my actual cheekbone, so then when I go to blend it down, everything's still nice and lifted. It seems to be meshing really well with my foundation as well. Like, there's no harsh lines or like funny looking bits. Honestly, I'm really impressed with that. And it's not, because it is like a little bit, it's not ridiculously creamy. It's not moving around on my face a lot. Like, where I put it is where it's staying. It's not like sliding about, and that will, I think, help with the longevity of it as well, because it can't, it's sort of like semi-set already in the pan. Yeah, that is just like really nice. Really impressed with that. I'll do some on my chin to shorten this bad boy. Yeah, I really like that. I'm like really impressed with that. That is gorgeous. And I am actually going to try and contour my nose a bit with this as well. So I've only powdered like the centre of my nose, not like the sides. So let's have a go. So just taking like a flat edged brush and pushing it in. where I want it. Take it up into that shadow as well, why not? Oh, so that's it pressed on, and then I'll continue to tap it to just blend that. Yeah, that's really nice. Like, as I say, where you put it is where it stays. So that's actually really, really nice for shaping my nose. And just shorten the end of it. Wow, yeah. Really, really like that. So next up, I'm going in with the Peaches and Cream Tutti Frutti blush, and it is a cream blush, and I'm going in with my PC27 brush to bob this on. So again, I'm just tapping it, and I'm just going to test on my hand to see how it goes on. Yeah, nicely again, so it doesn't deposit too much product at a time. The testing on your hand is always like a really, really good indication of how it's going to go onto your skin, because you know that like if you're tapping on and like loads is deposited, you know you don't need as much on your brush. Or if you feel like you're not getting enough colour payoff, then you can go in with a little bit more product. It's just a nice little test before you like whack it all over your face and you're like, oh god, that looks horrendous. So yep, just going in with this, and I'm going to put it right here, nice and high on my cheeks. Oh, I love this colour. And that has meshed really, really nicely with that cream bronzer. Ooh, that is really nice. Can we build it up? Just to make it that little bit less subtle. Ooh, that is a really, really lovely colour. And it is also a really, really lovely formula. There's just something about using cream products as like your blush to make your skin just look like so healthy and dewy. And as I say, I'm not having any issues with it like disturbing my foundation underneath, disturbing that contour. It's layered really, really well over that cream bronzer, and it just looks really, it has such like a healthy glow to your skin. Again, really like that. So because I'm done with the cream products, I have actually just gone in with my powder and like set where I needed to set. I have set like all the way up here, and as you can see, nothing's happened with like the cream products, like it hasn't gone funny. The powder over that hasn't gone funny on like the cream products or anything like that. I've set my nose, and you can still see like the cream bronzing that I've done there, like the powder hasn't like completely diminished it. It's just looking really, really healthy, I'd say, like very, very healthy skin. So the final product from Peaches and Cream that I've got is the Peaches and Cream Sculpting Powder in the shade Light Medium, and it's here. It's this colour. It is a little bit cool toned, so I think it is going to have to be like a contour rather than a bronzer. It might be that, you know, I get it on my skin and I'm like, oh yeah, that's great, but it just does look very, very cool toned. Like I've just bobbed it over the bronzer there, and it is very cool toned. So I'm going to keep this like quite tucked under my cheekbones, quite far back, so then I don't look like ashy or funny. So for this, I'm going to use my PC15 brush, which is like a fluffy brush. I normally use this for like my cream blush as well as my other PC27, but for this, I'm just wanting, because like it is a more of a contour shade, I just want like a more precise sort of application, so I'm not going in with like my usual bronzing brush, which is just that little bit bigger. So I'm just going to run it in the product, tap off. I'm only coated on the tip, as you can see, and then I'm just going to go in nice and high, right under, to create that cheekbone shadow. nice and far back. Yeah. So, I don't know if you can see it on camera. In real life, I can definitely see that that has like created that nice natural looking shadow. I'll do it a little bit up here. Very, very light-handed, just because like I can clearly see that it's buildable. I don't have to go like completely ham straight away with it. Layers nicely over those cream products as well. Yeah, like honestly, if you can see like this side compared to this side, it has created like that depth and shadow, and it's actually a very, very good colour for creating that sort of depth, I think. It is a really, really good like contour shade. You can definitely see, like, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but in real life I can definitely see the difference there. Like, that is mental. So I'll just do the other side as well. It does say on the back, a cool toned bronzing powder with a subtle shimmer. And yeah, I'd definitely say that it is cool toned 100%. It is not a bronzing shade, it is a sculpting. But paired with like the warmth of that bronzer, the warmth of the cream blush, honestly, I think they work fantastic together. Like, I really, really like all of those products like together on my face. I think that is really, really, really nice. It is cool toned, so you do have to keep like to the perimeters of your face to avoid looking like funny and ashy, but because it is a cool toned sculpting, it doesn't claim to be a bronzer, it claims to be a sculpting powder, a cool toned sculpting powder, and you know what, that it is. And it does just give you that like lovely bit of depth. Do I try it a little bit on my nose? Yeah, I think I will do. I think I'll try it just a smidge on my nose just to see how it works there. Like on the end of my nose to create that like shadow. I think that's fab. Just a little bit more here. Ooh. A little bit more here. Wouldn't normally like use this sort of colour on my nose, but you know what? That has really like snatched it, hasn't it? Yeah, really like that. So guys, here we have the finished makeup, and honestly, I am a little bit obsessed. Like, the actual look, fair enough, is very, very me. Like, it's very up my street, but the products are fantastic. Like, I'm not being funny. This gleam that I have on my cheeks right now, that is the blush. That is the blush, and I just think my skin actually looks like so healthy and glowy. I don't know what it is that they have put in those cream products to make them so like glistening. I look plump. I look like alive. It's, yeah, I'm just living for it. Everything has performed really, really well. I'm absolutely in love with these pigments. The pigments are amazing. I do have some other colours if you would like to see another look using them. Like this whole neutral pop of colour, I like a lot, so do let me know if you'd like to see any of those. I have added a little bit of colour into my waterline, which is the P. Louise base, with just topped with a little bit of green eyeshadow just to finish off the look. But yes, if there's any other brands that you'd like me to test, full face of, anything like that, please do let me know. So I already knew that I absolutely love the brushes, but it's really, really nice to know now that the makeup is just as good. So thank you so much guys for watching. Stay safe, stay well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!